How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, and this video is going to be a letter, I suppose, with some backstory to Baked Alaska. Now, for those of you who aren't in the loop, essentially what has happened is a load of bullshit. So, to start from the beginning, Baked Alaska, he was having a live stream, as he usually does, and he noticed, as per usual, the toxicity that he usually sees, what we usually see in the bloodsports streams and alt-right streams, you know, gas the kikes, hang the niggers, shit like that. The usual stuff. Now, some of it's shit posting, some of it is legit, though you can't really tell which is real and which is fake, so it's kind of an uphill battle already, but regardless, that's what it is. And he wasn't happy with it, and he probably hasn't been happy with it for a long time now, because unlike a lot of people online and a lot of people in the political side of things on the internet, he actually goes out there, he actually tries to make a difference in real life. He does activism, and he can actually back this up with actual examples of himself doing this. I mean, he was at Charlottesville, he has to wear those glasses for a reason outdoors, because he almost lost his eyesight during the battle. So basically this makes his job harder, in his opinion, because of this toxicity, because of these people going out there with these messages that are public and for the whole world to see. This makes him look bad, because in his opinion, he's trying to make the world a better place for him and his demographic, white people. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make a world a better place for them. However, he can't do that with these idiots. That's what I get from him. However, on this stream, he did lose his temper. You can quite tell that he was not happy, and I think it got to the point where he could no longer control himself and decided to do an angry Joe on them, essentially. And he told them to fuck off, pretty much. He told them to go away, take their toxicity elsewhere. They're no longer needed. They make everything bad for everybody, and they're not welcome, they're useless to him. That's not how I personally would have done that, but I'll get into that near the end. But that's what happened. Now, Mr. Metokur, Jim, comes along and with his fans and his mates, and they felt, and you can see actually their point of view when you think about it, that this is somebody shitting on their audience. Now, to be fair to Baked Alaska, he's only going after those who are toxic, which is quite a lot of them. To the outside, it looks like he's going after everybody. And so they had a debate, and it was a shit show, and just even Jim lost it when Baked Alaska touched upon his anonymity. Because quite rightly, he's going out there with his face, putting himself in the firing line. He's at risk, and he's been brave while doing it, while Jim isn't. But again, I don't know if that's really relevant, and I don't think it's fair on Jim and others to say that he's shitting on his whole audience, because I don't think that was his intention. Now, fast forward a couple of streams later, he's on Warski Live, and I think he may have been on the Kumite, as was this stupid chihuahua that keeps yapping on his right-hand side in that stream, and all these other streams constantly. I'm talking about that thought Erin. Like, seriously, she made everything worse with her, like, yeah, boss, yeah, oh, yap, 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 yap. Like, can she not shut the fuck up? She adds nothing. But again, I'll get to that. And then apparently his manager will say things about her, and even he said things like, you know, oh, she's not really making things better for me, or something like that. I can't exactly remember, but she really isn't making anything better for him. She's making everything worse, because she just creates even more of a mess, which suits Jim and the other Bloodsports people, because they thrive on messes. So if he's trying to fight them, the last thing he needs is more messes. And then, of course, this all culminated so far in his attempts to destroy this drama, to end this drama. I was saying, if you put footage of me in your videos, if you do something like that, I don't know, I will DMCA it. Now, that's ridiculous, isn't it? And that's the reason why a lot of people have been mirroring Bearing's video. Now, here is the letter. I know I spent 5 minutes talking about the backstory, but I thought it was important. Alaska, please, what are you doing? What are you doing? I understand that you are doing real life activism. You want to make a difference. You want to help white people. You want to further your goals. However, that is not the way to go about it. because the way you did what you did in that stream made it look like you're attacking your whole audience, which you weren't. And even if other people can see that, there will be others who will twist it or will be confused or will mistake that. The way you deal with these types of people is not to antagonize them. You know, the toxic people and the people you're railing against in your comment section. Now, you can't control them. You can only reason with them to some extent. You can only try and persuade them because they're their own person with their own mind. And a surefire way of not making them do anything you want them to do, or to make them, you know, maybe rein it in a bit, is to shout at them. Is to tell them they're no longer welcome. They're there for a reason because they agree with you. Now, some of them aren't even serious with the whole gas the kikes, hang the nigger shit. Some of them are just shit posting. Some of them are just being funny, or at least attempting to be funny. And, you know, you can't just group those people in with the actual, you know, hateful lot. But that's the thing. It's hard to discern who is who. So I'm going to let you off with that. But regardless, antagonizing them, attacking them won't work. You have to reason with them and hope that some of them come to the right conclusion and think, yeah, he's got a point actually. I can't go around doing this constantly. I can't keep saying this because it's going to reflect bad on the movement and Alaska and all our activism that we want to do. So really, a more considered approach would have been necessary, but you let your emotions get out of the way. That's the thing. Feelings, never let them get in the way. Secondly, Erin, get rid of her, alright? She's useless. She does nothing but yap away in the background. She's a thought. Thoughts are not welcome. Thoughts are bad. Thoughts just... whenever they're included in anything, it's bad. They destroy things, okay? Get rid of her. She's making you more messes than you need. She's not popular. Your manager seems to be far more popular, and I think she has your interests in mind, and I think you should probably listen to her more. And I also think that the DMCA thing, you need to drop that right now, because you're only going to create a Streisand effect, and more people are going to find out about how much of an idiot you are. Not only that, it's illegal. You are basically doing an illegal act by threatening to DMCA anybody who uses your footage for criticism and stuff like that, because you know the rules. You're a YouTuber like I am. We know that we can't go around doing that kind of thing when it's under fair use, which is what most of it is going to be. Now, if somebody just re-uploads your stream without your permission, yeah, you can DMCA that. That's legal. But you can't DMCA Bearing or me, even though I'm not using footage of you. You can't do that because that's illegal. And it makes you look even worse. Because you want to look better than Jim, right? Well, don't do this. You're an idiot. And you've lost all sympathy. All I have left is empathy. I don't actually sympathise for you because of the DMCA bullshit. What you have done is alienated people against you. Even if you had a point, because you do have a point. I understand the point, but it's lost now. People don't care about that. People only care about your actions afterwards. And this is probably something that you're going to be judged on for a long time now. Whatever sympathy you had from Charlottesville, whatever sympathy you might have gained if you had a little more tact when dealing with those groups of people in your chat, is gone. Oh, and another thing. Because you jumped on the bloodsports bandwagon, this is the result, really. That's where probably a lot of those people come from. Where a lot of that behaviour comes from. Because again, most of the people in those chats, I wager, are probably shitposting to some extent. I don't know the exact number, I can't say for sure. But there's a crossover audience. And to be honest, some of it is on you for cultivating that. If you didn't want to cultivate that audience, you shouldn't have really jumped on the bandwagon and done that Sargon stream or appear on those streams and get that crossover fan effect, essentially. So really, some of it is on you. And yet you're making it out like it isn't you. You need to set your priorities straight, Baked Alaska. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's everything. You won't see this video. Maybe you will. I know certain people will see this video. I don't really have a stake in the game at all, really. I'm not taking the side. I'm just pointing out to you that what you're doing is wrong, really. I'm just giving you some advice. You can take it or leave it. So, till next time, I guess that's it. Been your boy. I've got work. See ya.